Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Skyman TV, the tallest man in Black Africa. Just a few hours after elections, that is around 7 p.m. after the voting day, or after the voting exercise, UHURU KENYATTA already knew that Raila had won the elections. And celebration started in AZIMIO's camp even before the elections, the counting of the votes and the tallying was halfway. Raila knew very well that he had won the elections. UHURU KENYATTA knew that he had won the elections. But little did they know that there were other hard currents. There were other hard waves that were actually below the sea. That William Ruto was actually going to be declared the president. Something that they never expected. Nobody did. Indeed, if you look at William Ruto, utaona jambo moja ambalo linajitokeza wazi kabisa kama meno ya giri, kwamba William Ruto was not prepared to be the president of the Republic of Kenya. He did not know that he is going to win, or he was going to win at that time. Again, if you look at AZIMIO, when you look at AZIMIO, one thing is very clear. You see a group of people who are now in the opposition, who are not prepared to be in the opposition, who are not prepared to lose the election. If you listen to UHURU KENYATTA has even been calling Raila his president, not once, not twice. So, what actually happened? How did William Ruto become the president? Yet, even the exit poll showed that William Ruto was going to lose the election. The exit poll, for those of you who may not even know, the polling that is done when after people votes, kuna watu ambao wanachukua kura ya maoni wakiangalia, wanauliza watu who have you voted for, and even before IBC come out with the real results, the exit poll is never wrong. It is always right in every country. An exit poll in Kenya indicated that Raila won the elections. And you know, the intelligence guys are all over also. They also knew that Raila had won the election. So when the tallying was actually, when the TV was stopped showing the real results, that is the time that things started cooking. After William Ruto was actually overtaken by Raila. And that is why wafula Chebukati announced the results even after, or even before, some of the constituencies had forwarded their results, their final results. To date, IBC has never published the final results. Have you ever asked yourself why they have never published the final results? So what really happened is that when UHURU KENYATTA realized that the results were actually now being hawked, kwamba it was now for the highest bidder, that's the reality. UHURU KENYATTA was shocked and he was almost helpless. And this is the time that Babu Owino called Raila and asked him and told him, mzee, hapa inaonekana we are going to lose the election. And Raila assured Babu Owino that he should be calm because they are going to win the elections. So wafula Chebukati kept it as top secret to himself. But I think the intelligence guys knew that finally, the last minute, they knew that after all, Chebukati was going to declare William Ruto the president. And that is why wafula Chebukati disappeared for about 8 hours. And then when he came led by the church, including the Anglican church, ule msafara ambao ulikuwa unaongozwa na Archbishop Sapit of the Anglican church, ambaye aliongoza maombi pale. And that's why you see this guy alikuwa anaitwa nani huyu wa the security guy, the deputy commissioner, by Nordin, something like that. Is it Nordin Haj? Noah Gabo, something like that. It was something that was actually planned, and Wafula Chebukati knew that there is nothing that UHURU Kenyatta would do, even if he declared William Ruto the president in the last minute. UHURU Kenyatta was shaken, literally shaken, when he knew what was going to happen. And he knew that there is nothing he could do. And if he tried to stop Wafula Chebukati from declaring William Ruto the president of the Republic of Kenya, the country would plunge into chaos. In fact, it would have resorted to civil war. If you ask these guys, they can tell you that Wafula Chebukati was so much determined to declare William Ruto the president, and there's no way he was going to declare Raila Amolo Odinga the president of the Republic of Kenya. For one, he wanted to revenge in 2017. Remember, Raila Amolo Odinga took IBC to court. And remember, what happened is Maraga declared that the elections were actually, the results, they were out of illegalities and irregularities, and the Supreme Court said that election is the process. So Wafula Chebukati was out there to cause more pain, to revenge against Raila Amolo Odinga. There was no way he was going to declare him the president of the Republic of Kenya. So when UHURU Kenyatta realized this, he called Raila Amolo Odinga and he told him, you know what? Look like these guys are determined to declare William Ruto the president of the Republic of Kenya. And William Ruto was very much prepared. I think he was even informed by Wafula Chebukati. He was informed before the elections were even, the results were even declared. And what happened is that Wafula Chebukati knew very well that he was the presidential returning officer, despite the fact that he knew very well that the decision was supposed to go by the majority. You know, the commissioners, IBC commissioners, I think there were 7, 4 for Raila Amolo Odinga, and 3 for William Ruto. And that's why akina Cherera na akina Masit, that's why they are not in the country. Ndio wakaenda kujificha kutokana na ule ukweli ambao wanajua yale mambo ambayo yalitokea pale. So I'm talking about this because many people have been asking, why didn't UHURU Kenyatta stop Wafula Chebukati from declaring William Ruto the president? The reason, the main reason is because the information at that time indicated that Wafula Chebukati was going to declare William Ruto the president. And the only way that Nani Cherera would have announced the result is when Wafula Chebukati was not there. But how could they do it? And the only thing that would be there is to arrest him, as Babu Owino was saying. But if they arrested Wafula Chebukati, the country would have plunged into chaos. If Wafula Chebukati was arrested, he would come again and declare William Ruto the president of the Republic of Kenya. So, in fact, Raila alitolewa nyama mdomoni. Nyama ilitolewa, mnofu wa nyama. And that's why you remember very well. Do you think AZIMIO was mad when they went to KICC and started preparing the press conference and started preparing the way Raila was going to address them? Remember the MP elects were actually converging there. Mother Karua was there. Kalonzo Musyoka was there. Do you think those people were mad? They knew what was happening. They knew that Raila Amolo Odinga had won the elections. But little did they know that Wafula Chebukati had different plans for this country. So when I hear some of UDA guys asking AZIMIO guys, mtapona lini? Hapa hakuna ya kupona. Ukweli utakuja kudhihirika when the history of this country will be written. Raila Amolo Odinga will occupy a big chapter, not the footnotes of this country. And history will be very kind to him, but will be very harsh to Wafula Chebukati. So, ladies and gentlemen, in the next video, I'm going to talk about what AZIMIO needs to do to, there are some gaps here and there, to remove these gaps so that they can win the elections, such that William Ruto will be unable to rig the elections. Because as things stand now, kulingana vile mambo yalivyo, if things continue the way they are going, William Ruto is going to be declared again the President of the Republic of Kenya. But there's a way they can be able to manage this and overcome William Samoei Ruto. So wait for my next video, ladies and gentlemen. For those who are joining this channel for the first time, this is Gachie's Skyman TV, the tallest man in Black Africa. Guys, like this video. And for you to support this channel, watch all the ads, all the advertisement that comes. Don't skip, guys. That's the only way you can support me. You can support me in 3 ways. 1, liking the video. 2, commenting. And 3, watching the videos without skipping. That way, we are able to move forward. Have a blessed evening. Bye-bye.